I got the engine back in. I didn't do it on camera because you guys don't want to see that crap. It's back in. I'll tell you what we had to do. And I really wouldn't suggest doing it, but we did it. The hoist that we have doesn't go out far enough to put the engine back in properly without having to take off the whole front bumper. So I did go against the manufacturer's recommended specifications and drilled a hole there. So it's a couple more inches out further. Now, would I put a full long block, iron block on that? No. But this was a bare block, no heads, aluminum block too, so it was fine. And then what we ended up having to do still was it still was sitting this far this way. So the engine was like rocking. Couldn't even get it that close. What we ended up doing was I took a ratchet strap, tied it to that post and this post, and literally ratcheted it down, and that pulled the engine in. Glad I didn't video that. Highly do not recommend doing it that way. And I also had to drop the subframe down completely to get it back in. So not fun to work on these. If I did it again, I'd probably just drop the whole thing out. But I thought this would be easier. It's not. Don't do it. It sucks. Just drop the whole thing out. So to avoid any other mishaps in the future, before I put the heads on, I took an old head bolt and I cut a groove in it with a cutoff wheel. And then I drove this all the way in and pulled it out. And it really does a good job of getting the rest of the grime and stuff out of there. I'll show you a couple different ones for reference, but look at that. A lot of grime, and all that came out with it. So I'm going to do every single head bolt hole, even the top ones. I have a separate one for that. And that should clean it out really good. I ended up using a longer one because not all of them are the short kind. So let's drive it in. Yes, could I do this with an electric ratchet? Yeah. But listen, aluminum block. Don't want to mess it up. Don't want to cross thread things. Okay, so it's in. Take it out. See the gunk. That one wasn't as bad. But let's go to the next. Look, that groove is full of dirt and grime. So it is a pretty good extra step to do. Here, I'll hit this with some brake cleaner and you can really see the difference here. See that? Look at all that stuff that's coming off. You definitely don't want to be torquing this down, new head bolts with all that gunk on there. I know a lot of people that will reuse their head gasket. I'm not in that school. I'd prefer to just use a new one. That's what we're gonna do. I got just about the same size, thickness, and really close. And then that'll call it a day. We're reusing the 243 heads that we had before, so these are essentially LS6 heads. And I didn't get ARP head bolts, I just got Molly ones, and we'll torque those to spec next. I did turn it over a bunch of times without the injectors firing, just so I can know I got oil in it.
So, good news, bad news. The good news is I get to drive this thing everywhere and anywhere. The bad news is I'm a stickler for clutch break-in, so I'm going to make sure that I put 300 miles on this thing before I actually romp on it, but I'm gonna drive it everywhere. So stay tuned, because I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming on the Corvette, as well as our other cars that we're working on the channel. If you can't wait until next week's video, make sure to check out these videos that we already have ready to go.